What is the value on Hyrox affiliation? You're going to get exact numbers from a real gym today. This is Run a Profitable Gym. I'm your host, Mike Warkentin. Please hit subscribe wherever you are watching or listening. If you spend money on something, you should make more money. So does it make financial sense to invest in Hyrox and offer that sort of training? We're going to find out today. You're going to get answers from Ion Strength and Conditioning in Wales, which is owned by Sowden-Taylor. He graciously said he would open his books and give you exact data from inside his business so you can make the smart decisions inside your gym. We're going to get right into it. Rob, welcome. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Good to be on the podcast. Cheers, Mike.
Yeah, I am very excited about this.
It's been a valuable tool for me for over the years. So yes, it's a great opportunity to chat about a topic that I think's pretty hot property at the moment.
Yeah, this is going to be your chance to pay it forward because you're going to be able to tell people with data how to make better decisions in their business. So I'm going to tell you this right off the top. UK, Hyrox affiliation costs £120 a month or £1,440 a year. That's 160 US or $1,910 US per year. Rob, do you see a measurable, clear investment on that spend?
Yes.
Or ROI, pardon me.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's for us, we've been affiliated for just over 16 months now. Initially, when we affiliated, it was £90. Mm-hmm. We've got two training facilities in the UK and Wales. You know, the one facility we've had for just over 11 years. For a large part of that time, we were CrossFit affiliated. I made the decision about 2 years ago to not renew the affiliation, just in terms of rising costs, being very keen on building our own brand, very set with what we want to achieve. But for me, it was really seeing the Hyrox brand escalating pretty quickly. There's a real buzz about Hyrox, and we've certainly seen a bit of a peak in the UK and certainly in Wales, where we're based in 2025. We're hosting, like a lot of cities now around the world, we've got a big Hyrox event coming to our city, capital city here in Wales, and it's been held in the National Rugby Stadium, which hosts 80,000 spectators. It's going to be a fantastic venue for it, and that's happening at the end of the month. So we've really seen a lot of growth within our Hyrox leads, certainly over the last 6 months, which we can dive into.
Yeah, so even with a 25% monthly increase in affiliation fees, you're still seeing a great ROI on this.
100%.
Yeah, and so much so that it dwarfed the CrossFit ROI. Is that correct? Is that why you made that switch?
I didn't initially make the decision to de-affiliate or not renew my affiliation with CrossFit to go straight into Hyrox. Yeah. I felt that we just naturally, for us, had just outgrown the need for an affiliation with CrossFit. But like I said, we don't spend a huge amount of money on our marketing budget with social media, paid ads, and that side of things. So for me, I've seen the Hyrox affiliation as a part of our marketing budget, and it's been very worthwhile. We've seen the benefits through the lead generation.
Okay, so it wasn't a one in, one out switch that you made. You traded one for the other. And to be fair, listeners, CrossFit affiliation is not all that expensive. It's more costly than Hyrox affiliation, but you can certainly do the ROI to figure out. We're not talking about CrossFit today. We're talking about Hyrox. So I'm going to ask you this, Rob, because you told me this before the show. What percentage of leads are asking about Hyrox now, and what funnels have you got to capture these leads?
Yeah, so for us, as I touched on, we've got an event coming to our capital city later this month, and in 2025 we have just seen the leads coming in through our website and through social media. It's up as high as 42%
of total leads or Hyrox.
Of total leads have been Hyrox related, whether that's people looking to train and prepare for an event coming up, or it's just been people interested in trying and sampling Hyrox. For me, I'm very set on, I see Hyrox as being a nice addition for us. I'm not looking to build a whole brand at Ion around Hyrox, but it's just it's fitting in well to an all-inclusive approach that's great for members to have something to put their fitness to the test in a good community spirit environment.
So if I lay it out for you like this, you're paying £120 a month for Hyrox affiliation, and that is generating essentially 42% of your leads, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so that's a no-brainer. If you could spend, 120 pounds or 160 US or whatever it is to get half your leads, that's going to be a huge ROI. So this is kind of looking like a no-brainer, but let's get further in. Let's dig into ROI. How many new members have you acquired this year because of Hyrox? What is that number?
So on average, we get around 30 to 35 leads a month. This is in our facility. So we've got our model at Ion. We're a class-based training facility. We have a higher membership base. So we've got 450 members in our one facility. In our second facility, that's only 2 years old. So that's in the growth stage. So that's in around the 160 mark. But for us, talking about our older facility, we're generating around 30 to 35 leads a month. In 2025 alone, we've had 31 new members that have joined from initial Hyrox inquiries. Like, we don't run a specific Hyrox membership. From a membership perspective, that's the Hyrox classes are just included in our full membership, our unlimited membership that we have, and also our 10 class pass, which is also our higher value membership option, should people be interested in that.
Okay, so now I looked at your website. It says your full rate for your full pass is 85 pounds. Is that accurate?
Yeah, so full membership is £85. Yeah, we keep it very simple with our approach. We have a full membership and then a basic membership, which is our main models of classes. We run a 30-minute class, a 45-minute boot camp style class, and then a 60-minute strength and conditioning class, which is the most popular class. Our full membership includes all those classes alongside some speciality classes like barbells, our Olympic lifting class, our ladies only strength class, and our Hyrox classes.
Okay, so I just did some math while you were talking here, and if you've got 31 new members from Hyrox and each of them is paying 85 pounds a month, that is £2,635 in monthly revenue 1 month. Right. So, yeah. And you're paying 120 pounds a month. So again, listeners, we're just laying out some obvious ROI that Rob is getting at his gym. If these members, the 31 that he acquired, spend just 6 months in his business, he's looking at almost 16,000 pounds. Now, I know this is even crazier. So Rob's ROI, asked about his length of engagement. He holds people for 26 to 28 months. So this is great. So now we're talking about force multipliers. So he gets a new member through Hyrox, $85 or 85 pounds, pardon me. He's going to hold them for 26 to 28 months. You're looking at over 70,000 pounds. Have you done this math, Rob?
Yeah. So it's something that I track hard, obviously being part of Two Brain as well. It's the metrics for me is something that I look at hard each month. For me, obviously, the new leads that have come in this year, the new clients that we've had, yes, it's around the 75k mark that is of the value to the business, but obviously there's a churn. We have members leaving each month, so it's not like it's just adding 75k to the top line, but it obviously has been extremely valuable for us. We have a decent churn rate. It sits at around 3.5%. So it's something, again, a big focus for us is working on our retention, but I can certainly see at this moment in time the Hyrox wave is certainly flying well, and it's been a great addition to us as a business and also as a community as well. So it's I do see that it's been very valuable, and seeing there's more and more gyms getting part of it, being part of the Hyrox brand has been beneficial.
Yeah, but you look at this, listeners, even if everyone he acquires stays for just 1 month, he's still winning on the annual fee. If everyone stays for 6 months, he's big time winning. If people stay for his length of engagement average of 26 to 28, this is like a lottery win, right? So again, these fees are very small. They don't ask for a lot in return, and Rob's making a ton of cash on this. The ROI is pretty incredible if you look at this. Now, again, your churn might be worse. You might not be able to get this exact numbers, but these are real numbers from inside a real gym, so I want you to see them. Now, talk to me. So that's just membership stuff. Talk to me about special events. What else do you do to capitalize on that Hyrox affiliation?
Yeah, so we as I think a lot of Hyrox affiliated gyms are doing more and more of, they run Hyrox simulation events, and I think there's been a big growth of these events popping up all around the place. I think probably the challenge Hyrox have a little bit at the moment is they're in such high demand. It's actually quite hard to get places in some of the events.
Yeah, they sell out.
They sell out so quickly. So what we've been trying to do is, certainly over the past couple of years, we run quarterly Hyrox style events. Some of them are Hyrox simulation events that replicate the event themselves. We also run similar events in terms of probably not the exact same, making it, less running based, but one of the things we always focus it around is more the partner workout, the pairs workout, the team workouts, because for me, it's, as I touched on, it's not just about from a business perspective, it's also about what it brings to the community. And, our last Hyrox simulation workout or event we ran was last month, where we had over 110 competitors taking part. My approach to it is I really want to make it a bit of a spectacle for our members and our area by partnering with local brands, having food vendors coming in and really trying to make a good competition, an event out of it, a real good community day. So, it's something that we do charge for. We mix it up a little bit. We've done a number of events which have been all the money raised has gone to charities. We've done ones that have been free events just to really drive an in-house team environment. And we've done a number of events which have also been paid events, which also brings some good income into the gym that allows us to reinvest into what we're doing on a daily basis.
Did you say to me before the show that in one of your events, a paid one, you took in about £2,000?
Yeah, so the last one that we ran was a big success. We had good numbers, and they're events that run pretty smoothly. We're very set in terms of if we put on events and if we put paid events on, that we want to make sure these events run professionally at a high level that gives members, and also we open it up externally to non-members, that it gives them a real taste of the competition environment. It allows them to put their fitness to the test. So I think people do see that it's worth the spend, and everyone has a great day and enjoys the environment.
So, listeners, Hyrox events, the official ones, the big deals, they are selling out very fast. I know I'm in Canada. I know people are lining up already to figure out when the announcement or when registration is open for the Canadian event. This is the case all over the world right now. That means these one-off events that Rob's running, they're not the big official Hyrox events, but they're simulations and so forth. There is a huge market for stuff like that. And Rob is acquiring 110 people in his last one. And again, now here's the cool part. He ended up with £2,000 of revenue out of that. His annual affiliation fee for Hyrox is £1,440. So he already covered that with one event. He could run 4 of those a year. And then at that point, if he does the same thing and takes in £2,000, that's almost 5x revenue on the affiliation fee, to say nothing of his recurring monthly revenue. So again, we're looking at clear and obvious ROI. Are you getting return on your investment? The obvious answer here is yes. So Rob, give me the quick breakdown. And I just want to know in terms of like the ease of this, Hyrox affiliation, is it hard to set up and get approved, or how does that go? Is it a pretty greasy thing, or is it very complicated and annoying?
It's very straightforward. It's simply signing up to the affiliation, and it's as simple as that. You're affiliated within, probably half an hour.
With a credit card swipe and you're done. With
a credit card swipe and you're done. So it's is it regulated? Could it be done a little bit better in that regard? Potentially. But, certainly for us, we know how to, to the way we want to do things, and, bringing Hyrox into our training facilities has been beneficial. I think I am very keen on saying that I just see it as, an opportunity for us that's been really beneficial from a marketing perspective. Mm-hmm. It's really helped that, it's really added something to our community for a time being, but I'm very set that I don't want to build a whole model at Ion around an affiliation or a brand like Hyrox, because I think it is, in the fitness industry, there are peaks and troughs with certain training modalities. And, for me, it's very much, we're keen on building our own brand, and, that's the priority first and foremost. But I mean, it's how we run the classes, how we run the program as such. It's been very easy to integrate into our class environment. As I touched on, we're a class-based training facility. Our peak times, probably like a lot of other gyms, are early mornings, earlier evenings, where our 6:30 classes were a little bit quiet. That's where we've changed them more to speciality classes, where we run on Mondays we run a barbell class, an Olympic lifting class. On Tuesday and Thursday, that's where we run our Hyrox class. Thursday we run a ladies only strength club, and then on the weekend we also run the Hyrox classes. But also it actually, I'll drop this in because for me, it's our morning classes. We've got the luxury. You have an indoor class, and then we've got a small outdoor training area outside the gym, which we put in post COVID, and we're able to run our Iron 60, our strength and conditioning class inside, and then outdoor in the small training area we run the Hyrox classes, and it is pumping. We've got tomorrow morning, we've got 64 people booked in to take part in the outdoor Hyrox class, which is, like I said, we always run it as pairs workouts. It brings a great feel, but as you touched on, it's low skill exercises. It's easy to manage the high numbers, and it's a great workout. There's no getting away from that, and that's why people really enjoy the Hyrox style of training.
So I'll ask you this. You gave me the exact breakdown of how the program runs at your gym. You're branding yourself as Ion, and you are a thing, and you offer training and coaching, but you've also got this Hyrox affiliation where you can offer additional programming streams outside of what else you're doing. But again, you're not Hyrox Ion, you are Ion Strength and Conditioning, and Hyrox is just a thing that you do. You can always change that and not renew if you see fit. The ROI ever changes, you can pump that out and do something else. You are building your own brand because there is a cost to changing your brand. So if you build a strong brand, you may not want to tie it on to someone else, but you've got this great program that's filling up other places or low volume areas. We have that kill it or fill it mentality. If your classes are dead, you either have to get rid of them or fill them. You're filling them with some Hyrox options. You're having a great time with it. And all of this sounds like a complete no-brainer. Again, let me ask you this. You were a CrossFit affiliate, and there are many CrossFit affiliates out there. How easy is it, if you're a CrossFit affiliate, to just start doing Hyrox training?
I think that's been the challenge over the years, and when our natural progression has probably been post COVID. Mm-hmm. That's the period in terms of our brand that's really helped us kicked on, because it was really that time that I really identified who our target market was, time precious individuals, busy work lives, busy family lives. So we very much built our timetable around it, having the 30, 45 and 60-minute classes to allow members the opportunity to get in, regardless of how much time they have available, and have an effective workout. We also have probably moved away over the years from a lot of the high-end gymnastics, high-skilled exercises associated with CrossFit, and we're very basic in our approach in terms of strength and conditioning. It's built around the fundamentals. Like in our Iron 60 class, on a Monday we squat, on a Tuesday we upper body push-pull, on a Thursday we have our upper body volume day, Friday we pull from the floor, we hinge. And for me, it also, with the Hyrox, it's about educating people as well. And a lot of people join Ion to take part in the Hyrox classes, and it's about trying to educate them of the benefit of introducing strength and conditioning to their training regime, which is really going to help them develop as for their Hyrox training and their events, rather than just thrashing through continually doing Hyrox simulations all the time. So, our core program is our strength and conditioning classes. And, for me, it's the Hyrox has just been an excellent feeder into the main core classes that we have at Ion.
And there it is. It becomes part of your funnel where maybe people join for Hyrox and they start doing something else. Like, you've got additional programs 100%. If they want to take that further, because Hyrox is the same thing every time, which is not a bad thing, but it is the same thing every time. And if someone wants to expand their fitness journey, other options in your program work. Here's what I believe. And Rob, you're going to tell me if you agree with this or not. I believe that if you run a CrossFit affiliate or a strength and conditioning gym, I believe that you can offer Hyrox training without getting any additional equipment, because you could just start doing, like, if you have kettlebells, dumbbells, a few other things, you could offer the training style. Even if you don't have every single thing in Hyrox, or if you don't have sleds that you have distance, you can still figure out a way to do this in your facility, even if it's not the official thing. Because again, we know you don't train to run a race by running the race over and over and over again. You do various different things to prepare you for that race. So that's my belief. Rob, do you agree with me?
Totally. And that's where we've seen it's just been such a smooth transition into our daily program. It's a style of program that's, like I said, has low skill exercises. So the coaching aspect, it makes it easier to manage the higher numbers in class environments. The energy that it provides around the facility is fantastic, but also, as you touched on, all the equipment, most functional fitness, CrossFit style gyms will have this this the equipment already available to them. So it's not like there needs to be a huge amount of investment into buying new kit and other bits and bobs. It's almost, as you said, you're there ready to go. And like I said, it's been very much for us a no-brainer, and we've seen the return of investment, from the get-go.
Okay, so we just laid out how to run a Hyrox program at your affiliate or gym, and now we're just going to close this off by going over the numbers again. Hyrox affiliation costs Rob about 120 pounds a month, or 1,440 pounds a year. That's 160 US, or 1,910 per year. He has 31 new members this year from Hyrox. He's getting close to 40% of his leads who are asking for Hyrox. They are staying at his gym for 85 pounds a month, and his length of engagement is 26 to 28 months. Rob, am I correct again in summarizing this? This is a 100% no-brainer for you to add Hyrox at your gym.
100%, and I think that the numbers speak for themselves, really, don't they?
They absolutely do. Thank you so much for opening your books and sharing, confidential data to help other people make great decisions. I really, really appreciate it, and so will our listeners.
Not a problem at all. Like I said at the start, Two Brains had a big influence over me over the past years, and I feel strongly about helping others in our space, in our industry, to find ways of improving their overall business.
And you've given them an incredible tool to do that today. Thank you so much. That was Rob and Sowden-Taylor. This is Run a Profitable Gym. Thank you for watching and listening. Please hit subscribe wherever you are. And now here's Two Brain founder Chris Cooper with a final message.
Hey, it's Two Brain founder Chris Cooper with a quick note. We created the Gym Owners United Facebook group to help you run a profitable gym. Thousands of gym owners just like you have already joined. In the group, we share sound advice about the business of fitness every day. I answer questions, I run free webinars, and I give away all kinds of great resources to help you grow your gym. I'd love to have you in that group. It's Gym Owners United on Facebook, or go to gymownersunited.com to join. Do it today.